where this tragedy has hit. SABC Foreign editor Sophie Mokoena here with us. So we've mentioned the fact that Malawi and Mozambique are other countries that have been hit. And Cyclone Idai has had quite an impact the world over. We've seen messages from former President, US President Barack Obama. Even the Pope has mentioned it. So just take us through the latest.
A huge damage, particularly in Mozambique, an area called Berea. And people are saying 90% of that village has been affected, roads destroyed, and people are struggling. We are told that the South African Defence Force will be flying to Mozambique tomorrow. We'll get a better sense of the damage there. But as you indicated earlier on, the whole world is concerned that this tragedy might lead to many loss of lives. We know very well that the president of Mozambique indicated that he expected the toll to rise to 1,000. I'm not talking Malawi, I'm not talking Zimbabwe, but let's take a listen at this clip from the United Nations to see the damage and the impact of this cyclone. Let's take a listen.
Estimate that 1.7 million people were on the path of the cyclone just in Mozambique.
We are talking about a massive disaster right now, with hundreds of thousands and millions of people potentially affected. We need all the logistical support that we can get.
Many people are in desperate situations. Several thousands are fighting for their lives at the moment, sitting on rooftops, in trees and other elevated areas. This includes families and obviously many children.
Billed as Africa's deadliest cyclone yet. Now, let's take a look at other things that are occurring around the SADC region. SADC to convene a solidarity conference with the Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic next week. So what is expected to be on the agenda?
Well, clearly we expect those who will attend the summit in South Africa to pledge their support with Sahrawi people to ensure that they are liberated. We know very well that that's the only country on the continent that is still under occupation by Morocco, and we hope that this conference, where they expect to raise funds, they will be able also to send a clear message to the world at large that this can't be business as usual. Secondly, in Rwanda next week in Kigali, the CEO Forum gathering, we expect all those CEOs from the African continent and those who represent multinational companies. Perhaps they will do a reflection and also pledge with those countries, send pledges to those countries that are affected by Cyclone Idai.
All right, thank you very much, Sophie Mokoena, SABC Foreign editor. And of course, we will keep our eye on those developing situations here on African Perspective. And that's how we come to the end of this edition for this Wednesday. The Globe is up next, but do join us again next week as we bring you more news, especially more developments around these tragic events and how they're unfolding, and how the continent and indeed the rest of the world is gathering together to help. This has been African Perspective.
And unity.